Cozy Boy Claude here today with the coziest fit I could find. This one's going to be a classic, so strap in and get ready. Today we will be covering the history and the beautiful combination of hip-hop and fashion. These two go hand in hand, and if you disagree, you know what you can do. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. In the 1980s, high fashion was run by designers like Gianni Versace, Karl Lagerfeld, and Vivienne Westwood played significant roles in shaping the decadent and glamorous aesthetic of 80s high fashion. Additionally, the era witnessed the rise of supermodels like Cindy Crawford and Naomi Campbell, who became iconic figures in the fashion industry. Overall, the 1980s was a dynamic and eclectic period for high fashion, characterized by a mix of bold experimentation and glamorous excess. But on the streets, the rise of streetwear was buzzing, giving us baggy clothing, gold chains and jewelry, high-top sneakers, and bucket hats and Kangol hats. Rappers like Run DMC popularized this trend with their iconic Adidas tracksuits, oversized jackets, and baggy pants. LL Cool J and Slick Rick were known for their extravagant use of gold chains and jewelry. Artists like Run DMC had a profound influence by embracing Adidas superstars and making them a symbol of the genre. Sneakers became not only a fashion statement, but also a form of self-expression and identity within the hip-hop community. The 1990s marked a pivotal era for streetwear, influenced by the rise of hip-hop and skateboarding culture. Characterized by baggy silhouettes, bold logos, and the emergence of brands like FUBU and Cross Colors, this decade laid the groundwork for streetwear's global impact on fashion. Rappers like Wu-Tang Clan and Notorious B.I.G. embraced baggy jeans, oversized t-shirts, and hoodies. This laid-back and casual style, influenced by the streets, became a significant aspect of hip-hop fashion, and later evolved into a global streetwear movement. Artists such as Tupac Shakur and Aaliyah incorporated athletic wear into their fashion choices. Items like basketball jerseys, sports caps, and athletic sneakers became staples in hip-hop fashion. Blurring the lines between street style and sportswear, this influence extended to mainstream fashion, leading to the fusion of urban and athletic aesthetics. The 1990s saw a rise in logo mania, where fashion brands prominently displayed their logos on clothing. Brands like Stussy, Supreme, and Bape all started in these formative years of streetwear. Enjoying the video, are you? I thought I'd give us a break because in these next decades, strap the fuck in, cause boy, do they put that shit on. Before we get back to the video, hit the like and subscribe buttons for your boy Claude, so you can stay up to date. Okay, back to the video. The 2000s were a vibrant period for the hip-hop and fashion combo, driven by the ongoing influence of hip-hop culture, characterized by luxury accents, athletic influences, and notable collaborations. This era solidified streetwear and hip-hop as a dominant and diverse combining force in the fashion landscape. In the 2000s, hip-hop fashion was marked by a focus on excess and luxury, often referred to as bling. Rappers like Jay-Z, 50 Cent, and Cameron popularized oversized, diamond-studded jewelry, including large chains, bracelets, and flashy watches. As we all know, Kanye West emerged as a significant influencer in fashion, pioneering a distinct style that blended streetwear with high-end luxury, shattering the wall between high fashion and streetwear. And also being one of the first rappers to collaborate with Nike to make the Air Yeezy. As hip-hop diversified, artists like Lil Wayne and Kid Cudi embraced elements of emo and skater subcultures, wearing brands like Bape, Supreme, and Pharrell's Billionaires Boys Club, which started in these times. This fusion resulted in a more eclectic and individualistic approach to fashion, with influences such as skinny jeans, graphic tees, and unconventional hairstyles becoming popular within the hip-hop community. Now for the 2010s, I'm going to break it into two parts because we saw two drastic shifts in the hip-hop and fashion world because of one major force, social media, but that'll be in the later 2010s. In the early 2010s, we witnessed the boom of streetwear, with hip-hop playing a central role in its global popularity. brands like Bape, Supreme, Off-White, Pyrex, Stussy, and Palace gained prominence, and collaborations between streetwear labels and hip-hop artists became commonplace, contributing to the mainstream acceptance of this casual and edgy style. Influential artists in the early 2010s, like A$AP Rocky, embraced a more minimalist and high-end fashion approach. The trend involved tailored fits, designer labels, and a departure from the oversized styles of the previous decades, signaling a shift towards a more refined and mature aesthetic within hip-hop fashion. Kanye West's influence grew even larger, popularizing the trends of combining sporty elements, such as hoodies, sweatpants, and sneakers with high-end or designer pieces, blurring the lines between casual and luxury fashion. With the later 2010s, there's so much to cover, so I'm going to try and condense it to all the main points. In the late 2010s, we saw hip-hop streetwear take the high fashion world by storm. Louis Vuitton collaborated with Kanye West for a limited edition collection. And Virgil Abloh, who is also a music producer, became the artistic director of Louis Vuitton's menswear, infusing streetwear aesthetics into the traditionally high fashion brand. In the 2010s, Instagram became a powerful platform for hip-hop artists and influencers to showcase their personal style. Artists like Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, Young Thug, Playboi Carti, and many more used Instagram to share their fashion choices directly with millions of followers, influencing trends and promoting emerging designers in the process. Social media, particularly Tumblr, Instagram, Vine, and TikTok, provided a platform for emerging hip-hop artists to connect with and promote collaborations with up-and-coming fashion designers like A$AP Bari's Vlona, Virgil Abloh's Off-White, Demna Gvasalaria's Vetements, and so many more. This facilitated a cross-pollination of creativity, allowing both musicians and designers to gain exposure and influence each other's respective industries. Now this is more like it. Today, the fusion of hip-hop and fashion is characterized by a dynamic and diverse relationship that spans across various styles and influences. Hip-hop artists continue to play a significant role in shaping fashion trends, often collaborating with high-end designers and creating their own clothing lines. Streetwear remains a prominent force, with a blend of casual and luxury elements defining contemporary hip-hop fashion. Social media platforms, particularly Instagram and TikTok, provide a direct avenue for artists to showcase their unique styles, and there's a continued emphasis on individualism and self-expression. The lines between streetwear and high fashion are increasingly blurred, reflecting a cultural synergy that has become integral to both the music and fashion industries. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Ya Boy